Ham United. Since then, up, and away. Claret and blue for West Ham. All blue.
He's done very, very well this season. He's been brilliant from this sort of range.
Payet then. Oh, it came off. Kouyaté hit the post.
Oh.
Hit the other post.
Oh, wow.
And if anyone questions whether Leicester...
On the header, Kasper Schmeichel just couldn't get his hand on it. It's Kouyaté that got his head there. Oh, he did actually, the goalkeeper. It's a stunning save, John. But what's incredible is once it hits the first post, you would usually expect then the pace to die off the ball and it to just roll over the line. Forward, Payet can run. Moses, of course, they've got genuine threat in that respect.
Good progress made by Emenike, and there's Payet.
Yeah, he needed it just a bit quicker there. I think in the end, Dimitri Payet thought maybe Emenike is going to take the shot, but encouraging start. This was that moment again. Just amazing. What a save that is from the goalkeeper. That is an absolute fingertip stop. That is from Kasper Schmeichel. There, look, you expect it to just crawl in over the line, and it somehow hits the post.
Old Brighton then. And the header is wide by Robert Huth.
Wow. Great leap. I think big Robert Huth would be disappointed he doesn't score. Good movement in the box. Lovely delivery, and having made that sort of contact, you would expect him to hit the target from there.
Always loves that inside track. Drinkwater.
Lucky. Danny Drinkwater there is just pointing to Riyad Mahrez, just saying I wanted that out of my feet a little bit more. Obiang it was who felt he was fouled there. No whistle. Mahrez plays on. Good challenge that one from Noble, but look, this little knockback there, it's just come straight at him a little bit.
Schmeichel bowling it out to Mahrez. Conte. It's a lovely pass. That's a good one too. It's Vardy! It's 1-0! A release of pent-up emotion. One 0 up again.
That is some finish. Brilliant work from the goalkeeper. Mahrez really smart. Checks back out, and look at this, the weight of this pass for Conte. It's absolutely perfect. It eliminates Mark Noble. Now all of a sudden they're in trouble. Antonio coming across, and what a finish that is. You know, that is a brilliant, brilliant finish. I think I might be more inclined to want to let Conte have the shot. But the minute they tried to close him down and open the space up for Jamie Vardy and slid it to him, that is a fabulous goal. Brilliant, brilliant goal. And they haven't started brilliantly here this afternoon, but that is typical Leicester. They don't have to have the ball to be a threat.
Mahrez with the angle, and Kouyaté hooks it away. Here's in the opposition. So Leicester get us underway.
In and just take the space.
It's getting a bit daft, but that's Payet, and it's Carroll.
Lucky. That's the threat he poses whenever he's out there from any set plays. That's why Robert Huth and co want to get so close. He's brave there, Andy Carroll. Makes decent contact. Look at that, Huth with his arm around Winston Reid's neck.
Antonio's throw on by Moses. Down for Kouyaté. Okazaki. Did that strike his arm? Oh, no great appeals. Fuchs. And Huth. Just couldn't quite get over it.
Yeah. Lovely ball in from Christian Fuchs. Okazaki did control that with his arm. It's close, but it comes back out to the Austrian, whips a decent ball in, and you know, we'll usually see Robert Huth towering above people in his own 18-yard box, and there he just can't quite get it.
Slid in. Fair enough. Drinkwater. Okazaki. Vardy! So close to 2.
And Mark Noble goes running after the referee, but it's a poor decision, that. That is a dangerous ball to give away. Against a Leicester team that, you know, once they get the chance to counter and use that pace that they have up front, and Vardy is just a...
Drinkwater. Here's Vardy. Goes down inside the area. Now John Moss says no. That was a dive, and Vardy, who's already been booked,
Wow.
gets a second yellow, and the talismanic striker, Jamie Vardy, controversially, is sent off.
I did think he made a meal of it, I'll be honest. He certainly leapt almost... You watch, he really almost leaps up in the air, Jamie Vardy. He just feels that, and he's looking for that little bump. I think throws himself. I think it's a good call, I really do. I think he knows that Ogbona's there, yet there's a little bit of an arm on his shoulder, not enough to pull him to the floor, and certainly not enough to propel him forward up in the air.
Well, it's a brave call by a referee who was a long way away, but I think it's backed up by the replays we've just seen.
Great first touch. Yes, Ogbona's got his arm on him a bit, but that's a dive, John. That's a dive. And that's a very, very smart piece of refereeing. John Moss, you can look at him in the background behind the two players. He's just moved to one side.
Also, he got his head to it. Fired again. Great ball in. That was being contested by Carroll.
And he's across the front of Wes Morgan, you know, there. Winston Reid. And he's just missed the connection, I think, because it's a lovely ball in from Payet. And Reid is definitely in front. He's actually tried to go with a little flick, whereas I think if he goes with his leading foot there, he's trying to almost scissor that a little bit, and to back their players, they do it. You'd expect that, but it's really great to hear.
Lanzini.
Still think they're capable of creating more, stretching Leicester as a unit far better than they have so far.
Play was allowed to continue after. Maybe here, maybe now. It's Payet. Maybe not. It's got precious little to do with football. Payet. Oh, the referee spotted something. He's given a penalty. Well, in the midst of that crowd scene, there was so much pulling and pushing and bumping and boring, and arms around shoulders and throats. Ultimately, John Moss has made his second big, brave call of the day.
It's very difficult for the referee in these scenarios because there's about 6 players at it. They're all pulling each other, pushing, looking for a yard. What's there? I think Winston Reid again just feels Wes Morgan's arms around his waist, hits the floor, and that's enough to convince the referee. He's just stole a yard on him there. Whether there's absolutely...
West Ham have only had one penalty kick this season, so it's down to Andy Carroll. And Schmeichel goes the other way. West Ham are level. Leicester concede for the first time in just under 10 hours, and all is not going to be plain sailing.
Good penalty, Andy Carroll. Nice slot there. Always.
Antonio. And he's escaped. And that was Simpson. Cresswel! Scored! A goal for West Ham that will reignite Tottenham's challenge too. Up goes the roar around the ground. A roar of support for Leicester. But it's West Ham who've stolen the moment here.
How well John Mikel Antonio does down this right side. Stands that cross up. Danny Simpson gets a little glance. What about this for technique? Off the chest, onto that lovely left foot that Cresswel possesses. But he has just bent that away from Kasper Schmeichel into the top corner. He can do that, this boy. He's got real, genuine quality. And that's a stunning goal. That really is a brilliant hit.
Well, West Ham have won at Arsenal, they've won at Carroll's penalty 1-1, and then Cresswel's spectacular effort. Booth again forward, and there's some levering going on there, and Leicester are imploring the referee to give something in their favour, and tempers are flaring. Conte. Schlupp. He goes looking for something. Referee gives a penalty. Oh, yet another twist. The clock ticks to 94 minutes, and a lifeline is handed to Leicester City.
Oh, you know, I'm looking at that and I think they're soft. From what I first see, it's soft. We'll see how much contact there is, Andy Carroll. Where's a nudge? It's a nudge, and Jeff Schlupp asked John Moss a question.
It falls to Leo Ulloa. It's a point, and arguably that is 1 point closer to the Premier League title. In the circumstances, it may even feel like another win for Leicester City.
Great pen. Nice and positive, no staggered, stuttering run-up. Marches up to the ball and dispatches it perfectly. Excellent penalty that from Leo Ulloa. And you're right, John. That, in the grand scheme of things, is a big thing.
And in some ways, that's every bit as impressive as the string of wins they've had. It was never going to be entirely straightforward. This tightens things up considerably. A number of stewards run towards the referee to protect him. 6 points was potentially going to be the gap. The margin now is 8, and there is the potential for Tottenham to eat into that. So it's over to Spurs now as they head to Stoke tomorrow. Another afternoon of ebb and flow and dramatic narrative that will fuel a Hollywood movie eventually. Ends Leicester 2, West Ham 2. So Leo Ulloa receiving the congratulations of relieved teammates. Jamie Vardy won't feel quite so bad now, because on his monitor in the tunnel, he'll have enjoyed that moment 4 minutes into stoppage time, when Schlupp managed to win a penalty. Listen to the reception for the referee, John Moss, as he's escorted off by security staff and stewards. He's made 3 of the biggest calls of his season in the space of 1 game. Andy Townsend, dare I ask you to sum this up for us?